Which is, in fact, the name that I claim that it is. Excellent.
So, when last we left off, we had just finished off Tuleria, and I was thinking about where I want to go next. Now, I have a few different options in terms of where I can go. I could be going to Erathia. I could be going to Avli, which is a terrible idea, and I'm not going to do it. There are limits to my masochism. So, Avli, Erathia, and Deja are all options. Hey, Celestial. Let's see. What else are my options? I could also go to the Barrow Downs, but I don't want to go to the Barrow Downs because this time I want to do it proper, where as soon as I enter the Barrow Downs, I complete the Iron Fist. Is it Thunder Fist Mountain? Thunder Fist Mountain? Something like that. As well as all the way into Nyome. I want to complete that whole section at once. So I definitely don't want to go to the Barrow Downs until I'm ready to take on that content. So, the problem with going to Deja is that Deja is boring. But I think I'm going to go to Deja first because it's boring, and I might as well get a little bit of extra oomph done before I make my life really miserable by going to the other stuff. Now, the other problem that I've got is that my party is going to be weakened because I don't have enough food. So I didn't explicitly state that I was allowed to eat off of trees. And so, since technically the trees do put an apple in your inventory, which is a consumable, and I did not put a restriction, like alleviation agent in there, I can't do that. So we're just gonna pop over to Deja, and I will hopefully be able. I think I can just cure the weakness when I get there and call it a day. If not, then that's gonna suck. But I think we should be able to. Walk, 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 walk. So let's see here. So we're going to Deja. From Deja, we're basically going to be stuck going to Erathia. We don't really have a lot of options in terms of where to go from Deja. We could go to... Can we get to Bracada, actually? I don't know how I would get to Bracada. I don't think I can get to Bracada. Yes. In this arc mode, I am allowed to look at trees, but that is the only interaction that I'm allowed to do with trees. Okay, so we should be able to just cure the weakness, which is good because I'm going to need to. And let's see here. This arc mode does also allow me to kill trees, which is also useful. So can I get out of this little niche? I don't know that I can. Okay. So, do I want to cast anything? I'm not going to pay. That's a shame.
That kind of hurt a little.
Okay, well, let's get these rotted corpses out of our way.
That's a now.
There we go. So she can go ahead and cast regen on herself, and then we can start clearing them out with them all on one side for once.
I think I'm getting sick.
Oh no, they have disease?
That's a monster.
I forgot about that. Well, I guess it makes sense, they are rotted corpses.
What a scrap.
So here's the question, do I
That's
accept
supposed to
that
hurt.
or not?
Ow. Ow.
Ow.
I feel like I actually might want to just
That's
do that.
Ow.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna reload for that. I'm gonna reload for that because I just and unfortunately I didn't save after I got here. The getting diseased right now is really bad because I don't have any way of curing that anytime soon. So, and basically that means that I'm never going to be able to cure it because unlike a normal run where you have a cleric, I will never get access to Grandmaster Body Magic. So I'm not gonna accept that. Okay, so can I come out this direction? It looks like I can. Oh, Jesus. Hello. Ah, no. Oh, buttons.
Is that supposed to hurt?
Buttons, how do you work?
Ah, what a scrap.
Please do not. Okay. They did not curse me. Okay. Yes, okay. I can now move my camera. Let's pop out of here. I will be killing those zombies eventually, but I do want to get to the town first and deal with some other stuff. I want to check around town, see what kind of skills I can get, things like that. I think I can get expert sword here, but not positive. So I think this is dark. Yes, this is dark magic. This is meditation expert. Oh right, the inn. I don't know why I went back there. Mace Grandmaster is here. Oh, horseshoes. Delicious. Delicious horseshoes. Oh, that's a heroism pedestal. That is great, actually. I'm going to save this. Refreshing. I love my horseshoes so much. Okay, and we have a place here to play Archomage, which is good. The Snobbish Goblin.
Customers?
Okay, so unfortunately the audio is going to glitch the hell out for this, and I do apologize, but there's nothing I can do about it. So, do I want... I'm gonna go ahead and do this because it gives me to play again. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like it a lot. So we've got 6 gem income per turn now. Let's see here. So we'll just use this ruby. Oh no, it was very glorious. I know that my... So I guess we can just... I guess I should have used the Great Wall, but okay. Unfortunately... I simultaneously don't have the ability to meaningfully increase my tower and don't have the ability to actually damage the opponent, which is... I don't need a brick shortage. That's a bad thing. So we get some extra gems. There we go. I don't think we're going to get an economy victory. I think we're going to get a tower victory here, but... We can go ahead and safely get rid of that parity. I will card them as... See, one of the problems here is that if they actually get a plus 20 to their tower, they instantaneously win. And they, at this point, you can use whatever cards come into your hand. So at this point, it's complete RNG of who gets... Either I get the plus 5 to my tower that I need, or they get the plus 12 that they need now. And there we go, I got it. Okay. So, we can save the game. There's a degree of strategy to Archomage, but there is no way to sort of guarantee a win. It's just not feasible. Because of the sheer amount of RNG that's involved. Let's see here. So, oh no! Oh no. Oh, nosy nose. I forgot that dungeon existed. Oh my. Oh no, that's a problem. Okay, so I might have made a mistake. Because the watchtower here is one of the harder dungeons in the game, actually. This is going to get really dangerous really fast. I think I'm going to approach this dungeon, and I really hope that I don't have to reload back to my Tularia save, because that file is really far back now.
That's supposed to. Ow.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, well, that sucks. Did I even say? Please tell me. Is this before or after I won that? After I won. Okay, so the problem is that I can't actually accept any status effects on, at the very least, any of these three, because part of this run is I'm testing the three different melee types, right? I'm testing the thief, knight, and monk against each other and seeing who comes out on top at which points during the game, right? So the knight has an early game advantage in some ways, but then the rogue actually got some huge bonus as soon as they got access to swords as well. So, and they have access to swords right from the start. I just didn't give this sword skill immediately. But expert dagger is a really big deal, even if you use the dagger alongside something else. No.
Ah, what a scratch.
No. Come back. Stop moving so quickly. God damn it. Nope. Okay. So, got that done. I guess I could probably turn on Wizard Eye if I wanted. And I'm going the wrong way. Oh god. Done. Okay, so we got the Harpy Hag down. Luckily, the Harpies in this one at least do not have the AoE bullshit that they have in Might and Magic 6. In Might and Magic 6, they can basically just AoE you, like do AoE curse from a mile away. It is so frustrating. So in this one, you can actually consistently avoid getting cursed by them, at least, if you're playing properly. At least I'm pretty sure that I don't think the witches can do it. The highest tier harpies cannot do the range AoE nonsense
Oh,
that they had in
no.
the previous one. But if you just let them smack you in the face because you aren't playing properly, then they will curse your person, and then you'll be sad. And then you'll reload.
Ah, what a scratch.
I do think that the range is actually a little less forgiving in this one compared to the previous game. I think that in Might and Magic 6, the kite mechanics are a little bit more forgiving than in this one. The difference in range between your melee and their melee, I think, is a little more significant. But I could be wrong on that. I usually am. Yes, it is. Okay. So we can go ahead and save this, and we can beat this up. And I could, if I wanted, use Wizard Eye, and it's really a good idea to do so.
Ah, what a scratch.
Because there's a decent chance of them coming from above me, but we're fine. So, we can now cast Regen, and we can now
Come on, let's check it out.
try to do this place. The problem is that we're going to have to deal with Oh god, and they summon the shades too. Let's talk about that.
Kind of hurt a little.
Alright, we're gonna actually reload because. Actually, do we need to? I don't think we need to. We can go ahead and just cast Regen on him. I don't think these even give experience because they're summons. Okay, so. He's got regen, everybody's got regen. Well, except that doesn't cast his regen. Oh god, there's a bunch of them deaths there too. See, the problem is that killing these shades doesn't actually give me any progress. Okay, yeah, I'm reloading. There's absolutely no way that I'm going to be able to do this. My party is absolutely not strong enough yet. Mistakes were made. Okay, so what do I have to do? Because I am seriously not even sure what I have done since then. Okay, so I sold all of my stuff in Harmondale. What time is it?
I learned it.
Sold all my stuff in Harmondale. What
Sorry,
else did I do?
can't help.
I picked up Expert Merchant. But yeah, we're heading to Arathia because the reason that I didn't want to go to Arathia in the first place was because the castle I was thinking was going to be oppressively difficult. Now the thing is that the castle is going to be oppressively difficult. It's not going to be simple by any stretch of the imagination. However, it's not as bad as that watchtower. I forgot about the existence of the watchtower completely when I was making the decision to go to Deja, and it was not a good plan. It was not a good plan.
Need a ride?
Oh, we can take a ride to Avley if we wanted. That's an even worse plan. So we're going to not do that. We're going to walk to Harmondale. And we will arrive there in 5 days. Actually, I'm going to check the boat. See where the boat goes. I don't think it'll take me anywhere interesting, but I might as well check it. Let's see.
Welcome aboard!
Oh, I can go to the Bracada Desert from here. And the Bracada Desert has oozes, which are no fun. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't have anything super unpleasant. Do I actually want to go to the Bracada Desert first? I think I might, now that I think about it. The problem is that I don't have any of this stuff sold.
I don't know.
So I won't be able to get as good a bargain as if I had walked over to Harmondale first. But that's okay. I can afford it. So we're going to go to Bracada Desert. And
Raise the anchor and take sail.
those audio bugs, man. Jeez. Okay, so we can now hopefully finish this area off completely in one go. But we do need to find Boop. And that's shielding, which is nice. That goes somewhere I can't go yet. I don't know why that drops me in the air over here, but whatever. Okay, this is the docks. This is... Oh god, this is the middle of the desert.
Ah, what a
Nope,
scratch.
go away.
Supposed to hurt.
Nope. Away with you.
What a scratch.
Okay. Go. Go away.
That's
Away.
supposed to hurt.
Run away! Alright, so we can start casting regen on people. Nope. No. Okay. So the other thing that we need to do is we need to cast Bless, because it's incredibly silly to try kiting without Bless. Oh god, hi, you are fast. Damn, they really, really want him dead.
That kind of hurt a little.
Why do they want him dead so... Do they not like
What a
Bless?
scratch.
Ow.
Because he's one of only 3... Like, there's 3 goblins. It's not like...
Ow.
It's not like it makes sense to I think he just got hit the most. Okay, so oh no! Why is it 2 area 4? I didn't save after. God damn it! I need to start saving more. I'm sorry. I need to start saving the game substantially more than I have been. Raise the ang, raise the ang, raise the ang. Yeah. Okay, so here's an idea. Activate this, and then don't teleport into the center of a pack of enemies. This goes to the tavern. This goes to the temple. Yeah, clearly. This also supposedly goes to the temple. This is the school sorcery. This goes to the stables. This goes to the earth resistance. Does anything even use earth magic here? This goes to the guilds, supposedly. Okay, so this is... Wait, is this the Initiate Light Guild? I don't need that. Well, whatever. We're going to take a look over here at what's available.
Welcome to the Water Guild.
This is the Master Guild of Water. You would think that this is a strange place to find the Master Water Guild, but in fairness... they really need water magic here. So it seems like if you were going to be a master of water magic, here's a good place to be, right? Like the place where everyone needs you to use water magic to give them water. So on its face, it seems strange, but I think it makes sense. And let's see here. Walk, jump, and 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 jump. Now, that I think is the Light Guild, which we don't need. What I do need is to get over to one of these stupid shops. Because I need to sell my stuff before I can really go into the dungeons here. But I do think that the exterior here is actually going to be harder than the dungeons. The dungeons in this area are not that hard. Unless I'm forgetting a dungeon again, which is entirely within the scope of my behavior. So... probably that one. Okay, let's see. We've got... This is the middle... So I'm going to go to the tavern first. And in the tavern... we will
Come on in, have a drink.
play some more Arcomage. We'll get some awesome audio glitches again. And let's see. -1 to enemy economy is always a good thing. I feel like 3 to 4 might actually be a large enough difference that I just want to do it without waiting. Okay, so... do I want this? I feel like I have a lot of things that I can use with beasts eventually, so I'm going to sit on that for now. I don't like losing gems, but I'm actually going to do that for now. Unfortunately, that didn't help me any. We use forced labor. And we could use query, but we're not going to because we need to do a little bit of chip damage to their tower while we can. Oh my god, so many turns. Oh god. Do I want... Ooh! So we just got plus 20 tower. We don't want to use that. So I'm definitely not winning an economy game, so we need to make sure that we actually have the opportunity to win this at some point. I'm actually going to use this because it drops their ability to use stuff, even if it is only by a little bit. Like, I'm getting exclusively, like, offensive options. So we're going to use Tremors, because it doesn't do any damage to us, but it does do damage to them. We'll then use Foundations, and use Foundations again. We're going to use this, because it gives us a free turn. We're going to use Focus Designs. And unfortunately, we're going to lose an economy war here, because there's no way on earth that we're going to finish this tower before they get up to whatever their economy needs to be. I mean, unless we get really lucky. Because they've got all the economy in the world. I guess theoretically we could catch up on bricks, but we might not actually need to. Well, there we go. All we need to do is get tower stuff 5 turns in a row and we're fine. Okay, so we successfully completed that, and we can go nowhere over here, so I guess we should turn around. And yeah. Okay. I know where I'm going. I'm going to go to Celeste. Not actually going to go to Celeste because I can't get there yet. But I'm going to go near Celeste. And which one was Celeste? This is Docks. This is Celeste. Yes. Alright, so from here, I think I can drop down to one of these buildings. I can drop down to this, which I think is just a guy's house. I really wish it was a shop. Because I really want a shop. Smiling Jack gives Dagger Expert. We already have it on both the characters that need it. Now, the knight could spend points getting to Expert Dagger, and it might even be worth it.
Ow!
Ah, what a scratch. Ah,
I'm not actually sure.
Ow!
Nope. Nope.
ah,
Gotcha.
what a scratch.
Okay. Okay, so we can cast Regen on her. And we can cast Regen on him. We can save the game. And we can start... Whoa, God, that's a Royal Griffin! That's not good.
Ow.
That kind of hurt a little.
Ah,
We can
what
do
a
it.
scratch.
We can't do it. Not like this.
Healing.
Not
I
like
can
this.
do this.
No, you can't. Don't tell me you can do this when you can't do it.
Ow.
Help!
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to, we have to reload. Oh man, deeps. Okay, so hello,
Ah, what a
you
scratch.
That's
sneaky,
supposed to
sneaky
hurt.
bastard. Okay, so we are going to cast Bless because we need it.
have to do better than that.
Got it.
Now.
I need to get away. Oh no, I can't get away, can I? Problem. Don't really have anywhere to go. Okay, so I actually hit stunned that all the way to death. Having two dagger users and a fist user is actually really strong. I didn't realize just how strong having that much hit stun would be. Because if the enemy is outside of melee range, then, or rather outside of their own melee range, then you can just infinitely hit stun them. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Celestial. I'm here for the quality repeated death content. You aren't playing correctly until you're failing miserably. I have all sorts of like renditions of success as a fail state, kind of like expressions that I came up with today just for the hell of it, that I found very amusing. I'm trying to remember what they are. I think one of them was success is another way of saying you failed to make it hard enough. Was one of the ones that I came up with. Because the coming back to Twitch reminded me of my tagline of preventing yourself from winning is important. Which I think is I really enjoy that, and it really describes the way that I play video games very, very well. Oh, where are you? Oh, weird. That sounded like an attack.
Is that supposed to
There are
hurt?
quite a few of these.
What a screw.
But yeah, remembering that tagline made me think, what other iterations on that concept can I come up
Kind of
with?
hurt a little.
And then I came up with a bunch of fun ones.
Ow!
Okay, all set. So we can hopefully chase this down. Well, maybe we... There we go. There we go. And let's see. We can continue on. Now, we're not going to be able to kill all of them, probably, because we don't have the jump spell, and we do not have the, that other spell. We don't have fly. So we're not going to be able to chase down the ones that are running away at all. But that's okay, because we can go into the dungeon and then come out of the dungeon, and that'll reset them, and they'll be back at full HP, so we can just aggro them again. Now, this time we've got 2 hunting griffins in one pack, which is some bullshit. This is not hunting griffins, this is road griffins.
Ow!
And... boop.
Ow!
Ah, what a scratch.
No!
Ow.
You are an asshole. An asshole.
Ah, what a scratch.
There we go.
Ow!
Please die. Please die. Please die. Please. No! Stop hitting the griffin!
One hurt. Ah, what a scratch. Ah,
One more hit.
is that
Got it.
supposed to hurt?
Killed it.
How low are you? -7. Oh, she's not regenerating. Well, that explains a lot. Oh, good, you still sing. I don't know what you're talking about. I have never sung, I never will sing. I am not a singer. I don't have the music in my heart. I still don't even notice when I'm doing it, for the most part. Occasionally I do, but for the most part I still don't even notice when I'm singing. Part of it just comes from the fact that I don't generally pay attention to the words that come out of my mouth. This is true in normal conversation as well as when I'm live streaming, by the way. It does cause some confusion when I say something and then someone asks for clarification on something that I just said, and I have no idea what I just said, so I really
there's
am
no room for this.
not terribly useful. So we can save the game, and then we can figure out what we want to do about this. We've got 2 Royal Griffins, and I feel like we don't want to try and fight 2 Royal Griffins, honestly. I think that what we're going to try to do is get somewhere else. Can I get through here at all, or am I just putting myself in a... I'm just putting myself in a corner. Well, so that's fine. And then I just missed. Okay, good plan, good plan. Oh God!
Ow!
Why do you Royal Griffins always come in pairs?
That hurts. Oh.
And there we go. That's a death. Oh, there's a cloak here. Alright, that's my old cloak. Okay.
Ow!
No. Oh God. Okay, yeah, we got
Was that supposed to hurt?
we got a pair of tier 3 griffins and a tier 2 griffin. I think maybe we should walk away from this. This is not a fight that's gonna go well for us. Let's pop back here. We can save this. Let's see how far back they are. They're pretty far back actually, and they're nice and split. I pinned myself in a nice, delicious corner here.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Ow!
Okay, I'm gonna pop around this corner. Oh God. Oh! You're someone that I need to kill. Yes! Flee! Flee! No, not that. Yes, flee that way. Exactly, yes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save this. And there is another Royal Griffin that direction. Maybe I should come back this way.
Ow!
You know what? Maybe I
I'm
shouldn't come
gonna
back this way.
die. Ah!
No. Okay. This is fine. Everything is fine. That was a bad idea.
Help!
Even if I had successfully gotten the hit stun off, I would have only hit stunned the hunting griffin, which is completely useless compared to... Damn. There we go. Ha! Okay, so we got the other that Royal Griffin down. Now we only have...
Ow!
Now we only have this one right here to deal with. And then whatever ones we haven't killed yet. Oh God.
Ah, but a scratch.
No! No, Hunting Griffin, you are not allowed to get in front. There we go. There we go. Ah, another one! Okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything is working exactly as I intended. Everything is going according to plan. No problem. Running this way. Everything is fine. We just need Korrick to wake up. Wake up, Korrick. It's time to wake. Wake up, Korrick, before I need you to hit someone in the face.
Ah, but a scratch.
Nope. No. No. That's not how it's done. Actually, that was exactly how it's done. That was a double hit stun. But the rest of it has not been how it's done. Okay, so we got this. Got you. Oh! The
what a
double KO.
What a scratch.
No.
Ow!
Okay, I think I might.
Ow!
What a scratch.
I'm gonna need to split these guys because the same way that I had to split the Royal Griffins. So we'll just wander off this direction straight into all these. Oh wait, no, teleporter. Okay. So where were we? We were all the way to the south there. So if I go this way, I still haven't actually found any access points to reach the like shops. Which is unfortunate. Can I get up here? It's getting up here even help me. Get me up there. Yeah, man. Up. Up. Yes, I have made it. Shit. That's the N. This. Let me up here. Yes, come. Get me. No, I can up there. That's not gonna happen. Okay. But what we can do is pop over here and grab the horseshoes. So there's one here. And there's presumably one back here. And what am I going to put points
There's
into?
no more room.
Even if I put
No
all
room.
these onto her, that doesn't
There's
give
no
me
space.
the ability to get my next point.
Sorry,
based on
no
trap.
room.
But that
There's no
said,
more room.
Sorry, there's no room for this.
nobody else really needs
Sorry, there's no room
There's
for
no
this.
space.
the points right now.
There's no more room.
So I'm at the very least just going to give this to her. And this to her. Because she's going to need the points for Disarm Trap. It's really expensive putting all those points in Disarm Trap. And she's taking one for the team in that regard. So I don't want to have less effective results from my testing as a result of
Ow!
her not having
What a scratch.
anywhere near as many points to play with for combat skills.
Ow!
But honestly, in the early game, I think that it's kind of a wash. I think that the monk might be a little bit disadvantaged compared to the other two. At the early game, the one advantage that he does have is that you absolutely guaranteed know that you're going to get specific results, even if you have another sword user in the party.
That's supposed to hurt.
The Grognard's Cutlass is obviously
That kind of hurt a little.
a unique item
Kinda hurt
that
a little.
is a guarantee to get.
What a scratch.
But other than that, you don't have any guarantees. So, okay, I don't know how. X is on this side of the keyboard. My hand was over here, holding shift. I'm not sure how it interpreted me as having hit that button. But what else?
I'm gonna die.
Probably. Your prophecy came true, madam. Well anticipated.
Ow!
What a scratch. What a scratch.
Okay, we got that Royal Griffin down. We got the Hunting Griffin down. Perfect. Save the game. Good beans. I don't know why they're beans, but they're good. And they're beans. I said so. Because I said so, that's why. Okay. The more time passes, the more I become the Queen of Hearts. Okay, so that one's toast. Unfortunately, I'm basically sending these things packing. But these are like the hunting griffins, which are the tier 2 ones, and I really would like to make them no longer breathe, as opposed to just make them run away.
What a scrap.
Okay. Nope, there's another one there. Oh god, it was...
What a scrap.
Run away! Run away, run away. It's time to run away. That time I noticed that I was singing. Let's see. We're gonna try and steer this thing in a good direction. We're basically chasing it down, hoping to... Oh, we actually completely de-aggroed this. Can we get...
That kind of hurt a little.
Nope.
That kind of hurt a little.
What a scrap.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Oh, nice! So there's actually a really fast way to get across here. Let's see, where do we want to go? There's one. Okay. Oh. I don't want to send these two into each other. So I do need to be a little careful. Unless I don't, actually. It looks like those things will not aggro on each other, so... That's good, I guess. This thing's gonna run off the map. There's no way I can avoid that, so I'm not gonna be able to get that one. So... Nope, that's not good. There we go.
Ow.
Done. Okay, so that is how a proper kite is done. Just circle them around backward very nicely, very tenderly. It would be delicious. Now, why are they delicious? I mean, they are, you know, birds, so maybe it tastes good. Who knows? Okay, no. Yes. My friend, yes. Go that way, yes. No, not that way. No. No. I guess I could just shoot it with a fire spell or something, but I don't know, it feels like cheating to me. So we're just going to go ahead and open these. Have I been making food references this whole time? I actually haven't eaten breakfast yet.
Do you think we could really use this?
Oh yes, I had
Do we
forgotten.
really need another weak item?
I had forgotten just how much shit talking was going to happen this stream. Okay, so we're going into the Red Dwarf Mines, and then we're immediately leaving the Red Dwarf Mines and seeing that, oh my god, we have way more of these than I thought we did.
That kind of hurt a little.
Way more of these left than I thought.
Ow. Ow.
There we go.
What a scratch. Now,
I'm gonna try to just, yeah, there we go. Okay, so mission successful. We've managed to clear these out, and we don't have that much left to clear here, actually. It's now 145. I'm gonna go ahead and save because it occurs to me that I did not save. We've cleared out a pretty good portion of those things. We can cast Regen again. We don't have a lot of spell points left, but we also do not have a huge amount of content left. We have to deal with the oozes, and the oozes are going to take an eternity. Do we at least have expert fire magic? I don't think we do we? We don't. Fire is one of the ones that we did not pick up. Ew. So the lack of expert expert fire magic is going to be troublesome for us.
No room.
Because it means that it's going to be slower to take out the oozes in there. We still do not have any sort of natural elemental weaponry, so we do have to cast the Flame Aura spell in order to clear through there, and we'll need to probably cast it a few times. Hopefully I have enough. This is something that didn't occur to me, but I actually might not have enough skill. Maybe I should actually have used those horseshoes on her. But there's no doing it now. So this is bodybuilding expertise, and we're actually in pretty good shape here. We need to clear a little bit more from the center here, and we need to clear the bottom because we've done some of the bottom, we've done some of the middle, but we have a little bit more from both directions to deal with, and so we should be able to clear this out pretty easily, I think.
what a scratch.
Everybody still has regen, so I don't need to really worry about taking chip damage from these, as long as there aren't any of the bigger ones around to punish. Oh, hello!
Ow.
So that thing I said about there being bigger ones around to punish.
Ow.
There we go.
Ow.
What a scratch.
Done. Okay, so these two are both running from me. Nope. Nope.
Ow.
Oh, good. I actually did get a hit off. It just missed, so it turned around and came back at me. So we can now go after you. Where are you, my friend? Are you ready to die, my friend?
Is that supposed to hurt?
Big yes. Okay, so continuing on. Continuing on to business. Let's make the mayhem. And yep, I think that we've cleared out the ones on this side. There might be some on that west side there, so we'll take a look there. But I think we are mostly done with the outdoor section. So we're going to be done with the Bragada Desert soon. The dungeon that's in here isn't really that big. The oozes are going to take a while to kill. That's inescapable. But I should be able to do it at least. Hopefully. Okay, so apparently I didn't need to come over here yet. I actually should have, because I have regen currently, I should have gone into that cave rather than be sort of puttering around out here for quite so long. I'm wasting time on the regen in just walking around, which is not good because I really do need to make efficient usage of my resources right now. So I have the ability to cast regen one more time on everybody in addition to casting multiple flame auras. So I feel like I need to be using Flame Aura on multiple targets. Actually, he cannot have Flame Aura applied to this, so he would need to equip a different weapon. Wait, why is she not... Why doesn't she have her sword equipped? Where is that sword? Oh no! Where did I find that sword? It's not in my inventory. That's very, very odd. I don't know where that sword went. Or rather, I don't know where that sword came from. I wonder. So, unfortunately, because I didn't have good saving habits, and I screwed up,
Ow.
I got myself in a position where I don't have what I want to have. That's fine though. Okay, so we can now save this. I think we've killed all of the ones that aren't in this southern thingamabobber over here. Can I climb up here? Doesn't really look like it. This is a very strange place in that a decent portion of it is completely cut off if you don't have jump or fly. Let's take a look. Wow, that is a lot of friends. Okay, so rather than aggro all of them, maybe I should run away until a smaller subsection of them is following me. Run away. Oh, hello.
Ow! Ah, what a scratch.
Ow.
Oh, that's a problem. She doesn't have regen on, which means that I need to reload. Okay, so she needs to actually cast regen on herself. So basically, that was just me being silly. I aggroed way too many enemies. We should aggro them as close to one at a time as possible. So we've got one right now. And we've got... Where's the Royal Griffin? There it is, okay.
Ow.
Okay. Save the game. Is there a training place here? I think there might not actually be a trainer here, so I might actually have boned myself. Okay, we've got a griffin and we've got 2 griffins and a royal griffin coming. So we should be able to handle the 2 normal ones. The problem is this Big fella.
Ow.
Done. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and save this because we took out that really cleanly. And now we can kill this thing cleanly. Done. So, we've cleared out those, and now we can continue on. Onward to victory. Wait, is that cut off? Oh, no, it's just a weird shape because the game is a weird shape. Okay. So we can save the game. And looks like we just have these little ones to deal with for now.
Ah, what a scrap.
I'm actually gonna go
That's supposed to
lean
hurt.
in on this because I want to make sure that I'm getting the actual kills as opposed to making them retreat. Okay, for this pack though, we need to be more careful. So.
Ow.
Okay, so that pack is done. We have this thing left, which is going to run off the map, unfortunately. And I'm pretty sure there's no way I'm going to stop it from getting off the map. It's already off the map, I think. No. Yep, it's now off the map. Well, poopy. Alright, so we're hoping for an SP regen item. If we can get one of those,
Do we really need another weak item? There's no room.
There's no
that would
room.
help
no
us a
space.
lot.
Sorry, can't help.
So here's a question. Do you have sword skill right now? No. So I didn't actually give her the sword skill. Let's see, what was actually way better than that. Much more space efficient.
Do you think we could really use this?
And okay. Now then, we've got this section cleaned. We could come back for that thing if we want. And I'm gonna pop over here and then pop over to the dock. And that should allow us to easily clear out that section of the map. So, oh right, the other place that I haven't gone to is the mages. Oh, I just realized that I'm going dark side, which means that the mages guild counts as a dungeon. God damn it! This is the second time in as many areas that I have not realized the horrors that I have wrought. If I'm going dark side, then that place is a dungeon. that I legitimately need to clear on my first entry to this place. God damn it. That's not... I don't think that's remotely feasible to do, but we'll try it anyway. So we got guilds, temple.
It's disarmed. Do you think we could really use this? There's no room.
No room. No room. Sorry, there's no room for this.
No room.
No room.
Okay, so we can just go for that. And let's see here. Temple, school of sorcery. So there's a couple of questions that I have here. The first is this a mono regen fountain? Because if it is, that would be great. And it's not. It's plus 25 to int and personality. I forgot the School of Sorcery was here.
What do you think we'll find?
But I don't know what we'll find. I do know that I am uncomfortable as hell with what is here. So we can talk to this guy over here.
Greetings.
The wizard thing, and then...
Ah, but a scratch.
Ow!
Ow.
Ow!
Okay, we cannot open this door. How do we open it? Is there a switch somewhere? Okay. You do not, no. There's limits to how much you can put in your inventory. But no, there's no... There we go. So... Does this open this door? Yes, it does. So here's the question. If I aggro like this, can I open this or no?
Ah, but a scratch.
I still can, yes.
Is that supposed to hurt?
Oh god. Oh god. The golem swarm. The golem swarm. Okay, we're gonna reload. Whew. Can I actually do this dungeon? I legitimately don't know. I haven't done this dungeon in years because I'm always light side. I'm always light, so I don't actually remember anything about the difficulty of this dungeon. So we're gonna try it, I guess. We're going to pick this up. On the plus side, it looks like when you aggro the others in this place, it does not prevent you from getting the thinger done. So we're gonna go ahead and just drop past here
Kinda hurt a little.
and die instantly. Okay, I don't know. That must have been a trap. That must have been a trap that I set off. Because that was extreme.
Ah, but a scratch.
Okay, so sorcerers.
That kinda hurt a little. Ow!
Ow!
Ow.
The sorcerers aren't that bad, but they're not someone that I want to get into a pissing contest with. Honestly. The question here.
Ow!
Oh. This is promising. Okay. So, I might actually be able to do this because the power of beds is stronger. So we need to kill the mages first because they're the ones that are summoning these other things. So So because of the fact that this bed chamber is here, I think we can actually do this. And since we technically can do this, I'm not going to reload back to the Tularian Forest. We're just going to accept that sometimes the only answer in life is to use beds. Okay, bed power for the win. Okay. Oh god, she moved. Okay, so... One of the really weird things is that I'm actually not that far away from them. I'm not sure why the beds are protecting me from the explosions. So we're gonna just save over our normal file. Okay, we've got... Okay, so we can take out the golems. The golems are the most dangerous thing in the dungeon. Because golems are melees. There we go. And melee enemies that explode are really, really bad. Melee enemies generally are very bad. But because of the fact that you can't use a corner on them usually. But the power of bed is definitely stronger than the power of gold golems. So we'll be able to use these beds to our advantage. And so we're gonna fight our way through this school of magic. It's all gonna go great. Okay, we can save the game. Okay, so I found
There's no more. Do you think
chainmail,
we could really use
but on the
this?
bed. Ooh,
Do you think we could really use
that
this?
is a piece of crap. Okay. So we can save the game.
Ah, what a scratch.
That is a very glowy wall.
Kinda hurt a little.
That escalated quickly. I'm not sure if that was from the wizard casting something on me. Here, let's go to that. I don't think it was. I think it was from a trap. Oh god. Greater light elementals. Oh god. Oh god, my life is pain. Okay, so... That white elemental right here. Okay, so we've cleared that. Which means we can hopefully, yes. Okay, so we've got the golem here. We're not going to be able to consistently or even inconsistently get the mages into this room. This room is not for dealing with the mages, it's just for dealing with the golems. I really wish that I knew how to open that door. So we can lure the golems in there and deal with them that way.
Kinda hurt a little.
But we're going to have to use more standard operating practices to handle the other stuff. Whoa. Okay. This is trouble. So, I'm actually curious.
Was that supposed to hurt?
Ow!
Was that supposed to hurt?
Okay, if I don't... Pet power? Nice. I don't know. See, this is the problem, is that I have a limited amount of SP at my disposal, and I might end up just running out of SP. Oh god.
Kinda hurt a little.
Hello, lizard. I am completely boned, aren't I? So there's a couple in here.
Kinda hurt a little.
There's a million of these staircases. Okay, I need to find basically a spot.
Ow.
What a scratch.
Is this? And I know that somebody's dead and I'm gonna have to reload, but the question is, is this an appropriate location to fight or no? I don't actually know whether this will work. The problem with these guys is that they just walk right into me. So let's cast Wizard Eye. We've got a lot of enemies. What the? Okay, so going around, I think it's that corner. That corner has a fireball trap in it.
Ah, what a scratch.
Okay, so we have. Wait, somebody just. No, nobody dispelled me. I haven't cast it yet. So we're back here. We've got one of these here. But the thing that summoned it is actually gone already. Oh god, there's two of them here. Never mind. Yeah, the bed power clip sounds amusing to me. The power of bed compels you
Ow.
to die.
Ah.
And this does not protect me. See, tables are not good enough. You need a bed. So... now that we've established that...
Ah, what a scratch.
Oh! I see how that works now. I'm actually going to reload because it took way too much damage there, but those could potentially be useful.
Is that supposed to hurt?
Save this. Why are you still diving in that corner?
Ow. Is that supposed to hurt?
Hello! So I accidentally brought a wizard to be my friend.
Ah, what a scratch.
But that's actually good, because that means that I can just bring a wizard over to be my friend. How did I get him over? There we go. Nope, nope. Okay, we got this wizard here, and from here, I think we can just beat him to death. Okay.
That's supposed to hurt.
That kind of hurt a little.
May the beds always be in your favor. Whew, okay, so... I mean, we kind of have to do it. The problem is, again, that we need to have mana later on.
What a scratch.
Okay, so we killed that light elemental. Now, it's not useful to kill the light elementals unless you have already killed the thing that's conjuring them. But, in this case, I have already killed the thing that was conjuring those. So it should be useful. So, can I get this guy to go this way? So these guys actually can cast this spell. That's good to know. I triggered the fireball trap. So that elemental has already flown the coop, so to speak. It's flown into that room. So the question now... That one's flown into that corner, which is kind of odd, but okay.
That kind of hurt a little.
Ow!
So this guy seems to have 3... He probably has 4 greater light elementals with him. Because I think that each one of these guys can summon 2. Oh, good. That's very good. So, we have 1 creature out here still. Unfortunately, it's an elemental.
That kind of hurt a little.
I was hoping that it was our friend. Our friend is unfortunately in
That's
here.
supposed to hurt.
Ow!
What a scratch.
That's supposed to
Fair
hurt.
enough.
What a scratch.
So, he can hit me from there, unfortunately. So... But...
What a scratch.
Ow!
What a...
Ow.
Ow!
Okay, that light elemental out there, I think... is the reason that didn't work. Seriously? I'm actually going to, because everybody's pretty close to full HP. I'm going to try to...
What a scratch.
Is there any way on earth that I'm going to be able to manipulate the positioning of these guys in such a way that I can actually get a win?
What a scratch. What a scratch.
Ow!
Ow.
What a scratch.
Ow!
What a scratch.
unfortunately feel like the answer to that might be a hard no, especially since they keep dispelling my regen. So with them dispelling my regen like this over and over again, it's really causing a cramp in my style. Come on, there has to be a way to open this. Maybe this extremely large protruding stone. Gonna try doing Wizard Eye.
Oh, I can do this.
I'm a dope. So the elementals just flew right out at me. The wizard failed, but whoa, that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna save. That was. Okay, so we can kill this sorcerer with the power of dead. And oh god.
Is that supposed to hurt?
No, she's blocking off my exit. I literally cannot pass her. It's like, wait, what? No. Not like this.
Is that supposed to hurt?
Oh,
Die, pipsqueak! Okay. Okay, so can I conceivably do this dungeon, or am I going to have to just accept the fact that I'm going to have to reload all the way back to Tularian Forest again? Because the problem is that I don't know if it's actually feasible for me to win this.
Ow.
With my stats as they are at the second, I don't know if it's feasible. If I had SP regen, it would be different. As soon as I have SP regen, then I have access to the ability to do this dungeon piece by piece. And if I had access to training here, that would change things as well, because then I just need to do... Basically, then I just need to do things efficiently enough to be able to get the win off. But given that I've cleared so little of the content, and I don't even have any idea, like I don't have an option for how I'm gonna finish. I mean, the only thing that I can think of maybe to take out this sorcerer. Can I just go behind this bed? That changes things. Things are moving. So the question is, can I get them to go? The answer to that, I think, is no, but we'll find out. So we get this thing to move, but that's just like a sylph or something. That's an air elemental that we don't care about. one greater light elemental here.
We don't need them anyway.
And if that front desk worked to block anything, then I think we'd be okay. But I feel like I don't have the maneuverability right now for me to believe that I have a legitimate pathway to success here. I am actually going to check one thing. If I leave, do the light elementals stay? Yes. Yeah, the light elementals are still here. Now, here's the other question. If I leave and come back, does he summon a completely new set of them? It does not look like it. Okay. So I could conceivably, if I reload the autosave, basically, if I can get these initial rooms cleared-ish, basically, if I could get these initial rooms cleared, then I might have a chance of accomplishing my objective. The key is, oh, you know what I might be able to do? Let's try this. Okay. So it's not this guy that's killing people, it's the things inside. So I'm gonna try this again. We're gonna pop over here. Oh god, this thing walked right up to me. It's like, no! Okay. We have 14 spell points, which means that we are completely out of mana. I'm gonna actually pop in here, pop over here.
Ow!
Pop over here. Okay, so the thing that I'm looking to do here is, and I can just save this.
That's supposed to hurt.
No. Wait, did I die from the chest? Please tell me I can at least open this chest. My one hope is basically that I can find sufficiently powerful gear in here to allow me to... Because there's a couple of key pieces of gear, either of which would... Well, no, I basically need SP regen gear. Nothing else would give me the theoretical possibility to do this. What? Okay, well, they lead me around the corner, I think. I think we actually have to reload all the way back to Tularia. I don't think we can do this. Not with what we've got right now. Like, for this pack in here, the hope would be to be able to get them to go over toward this pack. But as far as I can tell, I'm not able to get them to do that. I'm going to reload this autosave. We're going to try... I can't even get far enough in there to check whether I can do what I want to do in the first place, which is really sad. It's basically what I want to do is just check.
Is that supposed to hurt?
Yeah, we're reloading back to Tularia. This is one of the harder dungeons in the entire game because of the fact that light elementals are so like terrifying, and the fact that they just chain summon is a really big deal. So basically, for every enemy in the dungeon, there's actually like 1,000 enemies. Okay, there's not 1,000, but there's quite a few enemies for every enemy that you see. So here is an actual legitimate question.
can't help.
Do I want to get Expert Dagger with him? I do know that I want to... Where on earth did I find that sword? I don't know where I found the sword. Did I find it? Was it just sitting on the ground? In that one place? Is that where it was?
Fine elfish weapons.
Okay, so he cannot pick up the dagger skill here. We cannot pick up... Okay, well, that is unfortunate. Let's see. So I'm actually just going to sell all this stuff for now. And yeah, we're going to have to go to Erathia first.
Thank you for your patron. How may I help you?
I can't identify that.
Sell all the really crappy stuff. Okay.
It's been a pleasure, my friend.
So, hey Pascal, we just finished recognizing that
Practice makes perfect.
while the power of beds is stronger, the power of just not going near the beds is even stronger than the power of beds. So, the Grandmaster, do we have any other skills or anything we need to pick up? I don't think so. I don't think we have any others that we can pick up right now. So, I guess we're going to Erathia. I would have liked to go to Bracada and complete that, but because we're going dark side, we have to clear out that entire area. And, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to fight that many Archmages. I completely forgot about that dungeon completely, but that's okay. We're going to continue on. We're heading toward not Avley. We're going to head south, I guess, just head straight into Harmondale. And from Harmondale, we will head to Erathia. Now, Erathia does hold a very terrifying dungeon, but we should be able to have things work out fine. Shouldn't be a problem. So the other thing is that I need to figure out...
Listen, I don't know. I can't identify that.
Sorry, no idea.
So... Oh, there it is. It's sitting in my inventory right here. Completely blind. Okay. So we have that sword in our inventory. We're popping back. I do not mean the sewers. No. The sewers are going to be easy. The dungeon that I'm talking about is Castle Griffinheart. Because I need to clear Castle Griffinheart. So, that's going to be really monstrous to deal with at my current state. We're going to see if I can quickly pop over here. Do I want... I need to pick up the sword skill over here for my rogue. Because I do think that the sword, a +6 sword, is better for the main hand than some trash dagger. I think that will overall increase my DPS by a bit.
Need a new
mostly
weapon?
because of the accuracy increase.
Thanks. Come again.
But... And because of the fact that it allows me to get rid of the really, really crappy offhand she's got. Okay, so what else do I need to do? Okay, I think I need a couple things. First of all, actually, before I do anything else, I'm going to save this, and we're going to pop over here to try to get heroism. His body, air, where's spirit? Mind. This is spirit. Spirits. Okay, so we're gonna save this,
The
and we're
guild
going to
of
go
the
in here.
spirit welcomes you.
We can get remove curse, which is important. We can get preservation, which is moderately important, and we can get heroism. So all three of these
I learned it. I learned it. I can't wait.
are critically important. Preservation less so, but the other ones are critically
The
important.
guild of the body welcomes
So
you.
we've got regen already. We got to get cure poison, and we are set. Okay, so we got cure poison.
I learned it.
So we've now got the most important things that we can get here. There are some other spells that we could get that we don't care about. What else do we need to do? We need... Let's take a look and see if we can take the stable to get to Arathia so that I don't...
Traveling today?
Yes, I can. So, do I need to sell stuff? I'd say yes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell... I'm not going to be using... I've established that I can use hardened items potions. I'm not going to allow myself to use them unless I make them myself. In addition, I don't actually have to worry about the power of potions because the only potion that I'm allowed to use is one that doesn't have a power rating. So what we're going to do is we are going to sell... I don't think I want to sell these. They're too expensive to sell at expert skill. I think that's silly. So we are going to... Then again, I'm willing to sell the gemstones, so why not sell those? Okay, so... I'm basically just going to dump a bunch of stuff in his inventory. I don't think I need...
Sorry, can't help.
Okay, so we're gonna send everything that we don't want
Listen, I don't know. I can't identify that.
to him. We don't need Dragon's Eye. We're gonna put the crappy, inexpensive materials in her inventory.
No room.
That's not what I'm looking for. And let's see.
Sorry.
There's no more room.
No room.
Okay, we need to clear some space. Alright, so the other thing is that I want to move all the ore to his inventory. So we're actually doing some inventory maintenance now. So just relatively
I can't identify that.
uninteresting stuff for now. Sorry about that.
Do we really need another weak item?
And let's see here.
No room. Sorry, no idea.
And he should be able to basically sell everything that he's got in his inventory right now, I think. So we'll go ahead and do that. I want to keep an eye on the time because I don't want to waste
Can I help you with anything?
my finger. But I just realized that there's a couple of empty potion bottles in this inventory. It's fine though. Let's see. Alright, so this will make my life a little bit easier.
Thank.
Excuse me. Let's see. We're gonna get rid of more of this Devil's Ichor. The Fey Dust, though.
Sorry,
Do we wanna
can't
get rid of
help.
that? Yes.
I
because it
can't
takes up
identify
2
that.
slots. So. Boop. And let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Catalysts you can always just get rid of because they are catalysts, and catalysts are uninteresting. Whew, that is an expensive gemstone right there. That's not what I wanted, but okay. And we can go ahead and move these over. And anything else? Yes. So I'm actually fine with having the layered potions be made by lower level potions. I don't think that I need to worry about that. So we all set. Da, 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 boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. And do, 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 do.
There's no space.
Alright, so her inventory is pretty much full. His inventory
Can I help you with anything?
has a bunch of this stuff to get rid of again. There we go. So we've now got 29,000. We can save the game. We've got a lot of inventory space available to us now. And there are a couple of
Traveling
things that we
today?
want to sell that we
Coach,
don't have access to right now, but that's fine. So we can now pick up these horseshoes, and this time we can definitely save the game. I'm pretty sure that I cleared this place the last time as the next location. Do I have anywhere that I need to go first? The better question is there anywhere I can go first? And I think the answer to that is pretty much no. So I'm already a member of this guild. This
No
guy
room.
has a quest for me. Save the game. My magic expert. My magic expert. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, so that's Spirit Guild expert. So, I guess I'm gonna turn. Do I want to do that? See, there's a mechanic in this game where you can actually convert your ore into items, but I honestly feel like I have way better ore than I have items right now.
Listen, I don't know.
So I kind of feel like I don't want to do that because it'll be
Come in.
overpowering. And so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so we can do this just to give ourselves a free turn, give us a better idea of what we want to do. I'm going to actually use a basic wall first, I think. So, see, the key is that my economy is really, really bad here at the start. So, I don't really want to use anything that's terribly expensive. So, I can steal 3 bricks instead of 5 if I do this. But I don't really have anything to spend the bricks on anyway right now. I don't know if this is going to be worth it, so I'm going to do this first. Okay, there we go. That Troll Keeper is a big deal. Unfortunately, the fact that I can't actually increase my wall is also a big deal. Do I want to... Yep. So we're going to use this because we'll get the full value out of it. 2 plus 11 power for no cost here. increase my zoo. So I don't. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to break down that wall anytime soon. Yash. Let's see. That's it. We only needed 50, so. Okay, we can save the game and move on. So. Ha! So thee wishes to take the test to be a crusader. I cannot blame thee. The sense of pride one feels when one has accomplished a heroic deed is sublime. The test is simple. A dragon must be slain. I know just the one. Romthrax the Heartless. You know, I've already killed a dragon, friend. He lives in a cave in Italia and terrorizes the peasants who live near him when he's home. He should be in a cave this time of year. Besides, because this is probably thine first dragon, I will travel with thee to give thee pointers. So we go forthwith. Forthwith, I say. Well, we're actually going to go forth in a while when we feel like it. But close enough. Okay, so this guy wants me to destroy all the undead in the Barrow Downs. And what is this? This is... Oh, there's a Day of the Gods pedestal here. I forgot about that. So, what kind of... Pretty decent stats, actually. What is that? Plus, yeah, it's plus 35 bell stats. So that gives us a really nice little chunk. Get Mace Expert here. We can talk about the Arco Mage Championship. And we can save the game. And then we can drink this. And hey, that's plus 2 might permanent, which means that I need to do it with both of them. And then I can just keep. Okay. So everybody got plus 2 might. Not too shabby. And what else do we have? We have... Oh, right. I think that this fountain gives us some cool shit. Okay. Plus 5 personality temporary. Not amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Plus 50 might temporary, on the other hand. You know, this actually might be a little... This might be easier than I thought it was going to be. Because that is some extraordinarily high might. Actually, with might values that high, I'm actually going to unequip this because I think that the speed difference between this dagger and the sword is sufficient that it's not worth it to use the sword. So body resistance. I don't think anything around here uses body resistance, but it's fine. So we could be using that make weapon thing to get weapons out of all the ore that we have, but I don't want to do that because it would be kind of cheesy, I think. Though, actually, I think that making items makes some sense. Actually, I'll check what the quality is of these and we'll decide. I have ore. He has ore. Okay, so one of those was actually a really nice pair of
no
boots
idea.
that she's
I can't
not gonna be able to
identify that.
so
I don't know.
then we got
Do we really
a
need
crappy
another
hat.
weak
I don't
item?
know.
We have a ring that we're
I
not
can't
going to
identify that.
I don't know.
This is great.
Do we really need another weak item?
Perfect. Okay, so we managed to successfully create absolutely nothing that we can use right now, which is exactly how I like it. So, we can now move on. Expert sword fighting. Okay, so that's good. We can go ahead and pump his sword skill up to 4. And actually, we could get his sword up to 7. I think that the... 2 more slicers in Deja. So if we go to Deja next, he'll be able to dual wield swords. Dual wielding swords will help a lot. And what is this? This is a heroism pedestal? Okay, then. So, that is ludicrously good. The combination of abilities that you can get here, that's a lot of buffs. So we're going to be able to probably clear that dungeon reasonably easily, actually. I was thinking that it was going to be super hard, but that dungeon might actually not be terribly difficult at all for us. We might actually have an easy time. So here's a question. Can we... I don't want to do that dungeon first, though. I mean, there's confidence, and then there's being incredibly dumb, and we don't want to do that. Okay, so can we get up here? I don't think so. So we can't get through the back door of this place. So I guess we'll just have to go down over here. Alright, we should probably cast Regen. Okay, now, after those previous places, this is going to be a very big difference. So, we can go ahead and save this. And...
I have a bad feeling about this place.
yeah, you know... I think they have a bad feeling about it too. Alright, so...
Ow. Is that supposed to hurt?
So their damage output should be reasonably significant. Whoa, shit. When they're actually able to attack, but with the plus like 50 or whatever. Hey, thanks, Ash. For the plus whatever might we have, plus all the other stuff. You are officially my first subscriber on Twitch. I just unlocked the ability to have subscribers like yesterday. Okay, so we should be able to clear this. Boop, 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 boop. Ooh, that's a lot of might. I like it.
It's disarmed. Do you think we could really use this?
Give them all the might to the namby-pamby elves. It's delicious. And let's see. Yeah, basically, back in the day, they didn't have the affiliate thing. They only had partner. So now they have the partner thing and the affiliate thing. So the affiliate allows you to do most of the stuff that partner allows you to do, but not quite everything. And I'm hoping to sometime this month get the emote, because you can make a custom emote. Like finished, but I need to conscript an artist to do that because I have absolutely no artistic talent. I have an idea for what I want it to be, but I have made a sort of like stick drawing in paint to give a basic idea to the person who's going to actually make it. Wow, that was painful. But I don't.
It's disarmed. Do you think we could really use this?
Oh, that's good.
Do you think we could really use this?
Also, no, I don't think we can use it at all. The thing that gives +2 unarmed skill.
It's disarmed. Do we
When we have
really
a
need
mark.
another weak item?
To be fair, she certainly doesn't need it, but... Done. Okay. Let's not do that. So... Gonna have to reload this. Can I get across here? Yes. Okay, the question is, can I get
Got it. Do we
across there
really need another
again?
weak item?
The answer to that is maybe, because I think we hit our head on the ceiling.
It's disarmed. Do we really need another weak item?
Yes, yes, we need it. Okay, let's try this. Oh, gotcha.
It
Okay,
hurt a little.
so we managed to get through there. I know, right? It's ridiculous. Oh man. The last time did I have the character who's always saying rubbish about everything?
Going on.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
It's disarmed. Do you think we could really use this?
What's
It's
particularly
disarmed.
funny
Do you
is
think we
when,
could
like,
really use this?
you get, like, a best-in-slot piece. Like, a piece that's literally, there's absolutely no way to get something better for one of your characters. Like, you get, you know, a Supreme Axe of Darkness, and your characters are like, crap. It's like, no!
Got it.
This is the exact opposite of crap. Do you even know what that word means?
Got it. Do you think we could really use this?
To be fair, though, a lot of the time, most of the gear in this game is crap.
It's disarmed. Do we really need another weak item?
There's so much stuff in here.
Do you think we could really use this?
Oh, +1 dodge skill!
Do we really need another weak item?
The monk is a god now! +1 to dodge, it's not very good.
Do you think
but
we could really use this?
it's better than nothing. Do you think we could really use this?
Do you think we could really use this?
There's no space.
I can't do both.
Got it. Do we really need another weak item?
Actually, we do need
No
this
room.
dagger. She successfully
Do we
identified
really
something
need
that's,
another weak
that's the
item?
first. You know it's bad when she can identify.
can't identify
By the way,
that.
her voice is the voice that I need on the identifier. Because she just goes, which is much less annoying. It's dramatically less
No
annoying than
room.
the voice that this other girl has.
Got it. Do you think we could really use this?
Actually,
There's no space.
yep, no. No, we definitely can't use that.
Got it. Do we really need another weak item? Do you think we could really use this?
Oh, +2 to Arms
Do we really
Master.
need
I
another
like
weak
that,
item?
actually.
Do we really need another weak item?
It's not going to do a lot right now. The Arms Master increases. This has actually been a really good dungeon for me. The Arms Master
I don't
skill
know.
increasing item is a big deal because I can give that to my knight, and then later on that'll be just a nice +2 to his damage and all of his other stats. For now, it's not terribly interesting, but it will be much, much more interesting later. We've got plus unarmed and plus dodge for our
There's no space.
thingamabobber. To be fair, though,
Listen,
the
I
plus
don't know.
dodge is just like +2 armor class, which is not that big a deal. Wait. Okay, I'm clearly missing something. This is the problem with not playing a game for a long time, is that you then forget all the secret paths and things that you have to use. So where was... Ah, never mind, we don't need a secret. Yeah, we do. This is not... Huh. How do we get where we're going? Okay. Is this the right way? This feels like the wrong way. Because that's a secret, and the rest of this is just like loot stuff. So how do I get from the top? Because I usually come in the other direction. I don't come in from this way. I always come in the other direction. So where? There we go. There we go. That's how you get to the rest of the dungeon. Cha-ching. Oh boy. Come to me, my friend, and die and die. Alright. So we got some more chests here. Let's go ahead and pop.
It's disarmed. It's disarmed.
All set.
Got it.
Yeah.
Do we really need another weak item?
In that case, no. Boop.
That kind of hurt a little.
Okay, so we got the message scroll. Oh, hi.
That hurt a little. That kind of. It's disarmed. Do we really need it?
Alright, so.
Ow!
Hello, friend.
That kind of hurt a little.
It's just so nice fighting our way through a dungeon that's actually level appropriate.
Ah, what a scrap.
Though in this case we are making it substantially
Kinda hurt
easier
a little.
because of all the buffs that we have right now. Are you not regenerating? You are. So you're just getting really crappy luck with regards to targeting. Everybody's just like, kill the
It's
thief!
disarmed. Do you think we could really use this?
Oh, plus
Do you think we could really
3
use-
item- you
I don't know how.
talk a lot of crap about just about everything.
It's fixed.
I can't identify that. Do you think we could really use this?
No, actually, that's pretty trash.
Do you think we could really use this?
That is mediocre.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, she's right about this one. So this gives plus 15 endurance
room.
and allows you to regenerate hit points over time. We're going to give that to her. And the reason we're giving it to her is because it'll allow her to regen back up when she, if she gets knocked out, even if she doesn't have the regen spell on her. And as the only person who can cast regen, or any other healing for that matter, before it was just like an automatic reload anytime she went down, even if she only had like -1 HP. Now, we're in much better shape.
It's disarmed. Do you think we could really use this?
Luck.
No room.
Luck isn't great, but it's pretty expensive, so we can sell it. Actually, we should take this because it's worth enough that we can.
It's disarmed. Do you
achieve
think we could really use this?
There's no space.
Debatable.
Do we really need another...
Define need.
Got it. Do you think we could really use this?
Stealing plus 4.
Do we really need another weak item? Do we really need another weak item?
Oh, another arms master thing. Huh.
There's no more room.
I'd rather have +1 arms master.
Do we
than
really
+5
need another
speed.
weak item?
Oh, this we should just take because it's pretty expensive. And okay.
It's disarmed.
Dun, 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 dun.
Do you think we could really use this?
Okay. So we're set. We've cleared this out, save the game, and pop over here. Pop over here. Boop. Boop, boop. And what have we here, my friends? Let us go into the prison cells. That's never gone badly for anyone ever before. Okay. So...
Ah, what a scratch.
And there we go. We've completed this dungeon. Now, you might be confused why I'm giving literally everything to her. The reason I'm giving her all of the barrels is because I'm trying to keep the 3 melees as evenly distributed as possible so that I can compare them against each other. So, we've now completed both of these missions. The Crusader and Lauren Steele, who's literally a spy for Arathia, must be very confused about what's going on right now. But luckily, they don't seem to give a crap, so it's all gonna go fine. So we can now. Oh, I forgot that. There's so much loot
It's
here in
disarmed.
Arathia.
Do we really need another weak item?
Actually,
There's no space.
yes, let's give it to the person person who can't sell it. For
It's
anything.
disarmed.
And boop. Rare item Grandmaster, Plate Master, pedestals and challenges. Okay, so there's this shrine here, I believe, will give us a nice boost to all of our stats. And by all, I mean luck. I don't know why I said all my stats. That's not what shrines do. And we can go this way. We've got 40,000 gold under our belt. And the only thing that we can really spend it on is spells and leveling. So we're in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. Now, I guess we're just going to go north and take out all the raiders, and it's going to be really funny taking out these raiders, actually. The one problem is, I'm not going to be able to take out all the griffins, so there's basically griffin guards in Arathia, and I'm not going to be taking those out. Because they are guards. So at one point I will have a quest that tells me to kill them, but that's something that it kind of requires flying, because if I recall correctly, some of them are like really high up in the air. So it's just not something that's feasible to do right now.
Killed it.
And even if I could do it right now, I wouldn't, because I don't think that it makes sense. It's not like it's a dungeon.
I'm gonna die.
Like, raiding the castle doesn't make a huge amount of canonical sense at this point, but
Was that supposed to hurt?
Ow.
it's much more coherent than that. That was great. She's like, I'm awake. Never mind. No longer awake. Wait, what? Oh, god damn it. The region wore off. Okay, but she has the troll item, so she's fine. She's just gonna take a little nap for a while. So this is dodging Grandmaster. The unarmed Grandmaster's around here somewhere as well. And we're gonna save. Ooh, plus 10 accuracy. Like, this is so good. The sheer
Do you think we could
volume
really
of buffs
use
that you
this?
get here really makes this place so much easier.
Do you think we could really use this?
So yeah, I had forgotten just how ludicrous the buffs in this area of the game are. So we should be able to have a pretty easy time, actually, with the Robert. Now, over there, we do have some stuff that we're going to need to clear out. There's some griffins over there that are wild griffins, and thus need to be taken
It's disarmed.
out. But, ooh,
Do we really need? Do you think we could really use this?
don't need that.
Do you think we could really use this?
Actually, maybe, yes.
Do we really need another weak item?
And
No, there's no
somebody
space.
needs there. And off we go. Hey, you're awake again. Okay, so you can cast regen on yourself, please. And we can go in here. I think that these things actually prioritize hitting.
What do you think we'll find?
Thingamabobber. I think they prioritize elves because there's the whole elven human conflict thing going on. Okay, well. I'll be honest, I was expecting better out of you all.
Do we really need another weak item?
And I wasn't really expecting a lot. But, come on now.
That was too easy.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. Okay, this dungeon is usually harder than this. It's not hard by any means, but it's usually harder than this. I think that all of those spawns
Do we really need another weak
got
item?
like the
Got
minimum
it. Do we really
possible
need
amount
another weak item?
of stuff from them.
No room.
Do you think we could really use this? Got it.
Yay, signet ring. Okay, so what are we doing here? Ah, yes, so this gives +3 endurance. Go ahead and drop on him. And oh. What else do we need to do? Okay, so we want to get more points into disarm trap. The sooner that we can get more points in disarm trap, the sooner we can start disarming the traps in the place that isn't called Garrick's Forge. What is it? Whatever. Doesn't matter. But basically the place in Tularian Forest where we cleared the whole dungeon, but we couldn't actually loot anything. And it just made us very sad. So we'll be able to start looting that stuff once we get our disarm trap skill up. Oh, that's the I have more restrictions that I forgot to put in the description down there. The thingamabobber. Ouch! Mistakes from me.
Ow!
Oh god.
That kind of hurt a little. I need healing.
Oh god, and it's a Royal Griffin too, isn't it? Okay, great. Oh, that actually was pretty great. Okay, here's another one.
Ah!
And she's dead. Okay, so these are Royal Griffins, and we're going to need to be careful, actually. So we're going to just... We've got one aggroed, we're just going to wait for it. I didn't realize that...
Ah, what a scratch.
There we go. Save the game. And we can drop down. Slowly this time. Yes. Ever so slowly. There are multiple Royal Griffins this way. But as you can see, the volume of buffs that we've got has definitely made these way easier. Because at the other place, the Royal Griffins were like boss mode. Here it's like, okay, well, I guess we'll beat it to death in a few seconds and do a little bit of kiting to prevent it from doing some serious deeps, but nothing too major because they just die so fast. Oh, the reason that it matters that the guards are up in the air, by the way, is that... Oh god.
Ow!
Ah!
That kind of hurt a little.
Ow!
Is that unlike these, they're not hostile because they're guards. So... Okay. Whew. Okay, we just got into a pissing contest with 2 Royal Griffins and it came out better. I'm pretty excited about this. Our party is extremely powerful now. Whoop! And let's see here. So, we just have the swarm of enemies to the south to deal with, and the sewer to deal with. So once we've finished those 2 dungeons, we'll be set. And the sewer is a dungeon that can be extremely frustrating if you don't do it correctly. But I think you can actually do it without actually pulling any of the levers that are used for the thingamabobber. So we'll see. There's obviously some levers that you have to pull, but there's a puzzle in there that you don't actually have to do anything to, if I recall correctly. Because the power of jumping is strong.
Ow!
You know, it's funny. I never play any of these games without the Wizard Eye spell, but for whatever reason, I just have not bothered to get it. I mean, I have the spell, but I haven't bothered to activate it pretty much at all on this playthrough. Okay, so we cleared those. Save the game. Are you running from me? No! There is no running, only death!
Ow!
I'm actually gonna just pull back a bit because I want to keep these as far away from the border as possible so that I don't have to come back to this.
Ow! No problem. I'm gonna die.
Please don't die. No, I can't do that. Oh. Okay, she's only at -1. That thing is running. I'm gonna chase it down. Chase it down. Chase it down. Please don't get to any edges. What is that? There's some... I'm trying to. There's some skip that I'm reminded of by the way that I'm doing this. Steaming Cauldron, give fire resistance to her, because again we're keeping everybody.
Do we really need another weak item?
+4 is not as good as the other things that we have, so we're not gonna worry about it.
Do we really need another weak item?
Ow!
Okay. And done. So, she's regenerating. That is a rock, not a corpse. And we should be able to clear out the griffins over here soon. Do I want to do... I don't want to do those first. I'm going to try and find the entrance to the sewer over here. Where are you, friends? There's one. Okay. So, I think this is the only one that's left down here.
That's a monster.
There we go. And we can save the game and drop on down today. Okay, pop in here to the Erathian sewer, and we can
What do you
open
think
the
we'll
door.
find in here?
I think we'll find enemies. Murder, 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 murder and fun, murder and fun.
Do you think we could really use this?
Hand like a used bug. Alright, let's see here. Disclaimer, do not go around murdering people. It is not fun. Murder is not fun. Except when it is. Okay. So, save the game. You can't fill the ash core shaped hole in your life. What I find particularly funny is that you say stuff like that, but you actually are spelling his name incorrectly. It's a K, not a C. And Ashcore is still here.
Ow!
Ow!
we have friends. Come to me, friend. Come to me, friend. Come to die. Just realized that I haven't used the demon voice. I haven't used it once since coming back, I don't think. Ah! Okay, that was horseshit. Just dropped me into a pit.
That's a monster.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. We can come back to that. Okay. So we've already... Oh, actually, this is good. So this is the thing, right? Yeah, okay, so...
Ow!
Boop. So, am I think I might have overestimated my position here. But I'm gonna try it. Oh, okay, I'm gonna fail because I didn't even manage to jump because I'm a dope. I think you might actually... I think I might actually have the ability to do this. And we'll see. I think you can. I think you can just jump across. Nope. I think you can, though. I'm gonna try it one more time. Because actually doing the puzzle properly is for elves. So... No! I think I might have had that if I had got it straight on, but I don't think so. I think this actually might be slightly out of physical range. Okay. So we're going straight across. Okay, that's it. I'm done. So I'm done trying to do it then. That's a dumb way to do it. I'm not doing it that way.
Do we really need another weak item?
We're gonna do it the way that we're supposed to do it. Boo. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. I promise to spell your name correctly if you watch. He's pulling out the big guns now, Ash. How could you refuse such an offer? Let's see. Yup. And down we go. Ooh, there's a shiny chest over here. Exit. I like how he was going over to try and kill the rat while it's trying to kill me.
It's disarmed. Do you think we could really use this?
Oh right, yeah. I also didn't put the no clubs thing in there. That's another... I have a lot of restrictions on this run. I just realized that there's...
That was too easy.
The restrictions list is offensively long now that I think about it. It's just like... So, no, I need to add no clubs to it. The reason that I'm not allowing myself to use clubs is because clubs are actually broken.
Do you think we could really use this?
They were given a... Actually, I don't even know. I think that the Greyface patch fixed them, but didn't give them a... like, what is, like, an actual legitimately appropriate attack speed anyway, so they're technically not broken, but their recovery time is still ludicrous. And by ludicrous, I mean ludicrously fast. They just attack way too fast. In the original, they actually were basically bugged out in such a way that the recovery time was set to 0. So you would automatically have the fastest possible attack speed, which is a 30 recovery, which is like double the base attack speed of a dagger. Like even with her current relatively high speed stat and other things giving her a bonus to her attack speed, she's got 49. So that's almost double the... Oh, yes. Haha, yes. Remember these things. Remember the sun. Hello, friends. Okay, so we could do a bunch of crazy nonsense here, or we could just jump out the window. So, I guess if we jump out the window, then we won't actually finish, we won't fix the situation for later. All I care about is bringing that one thing over here. That's not helpful. You know what? Whoop! There we go. So you two have fun down there. Meanwhile... Thank you.
Do we really need another weak item?
Yellow barrel, green barrel. Oh, right. As if I have to pay attention to who's getting what. The elf gets everything. Everything to the elf.
Do you think we could really use this?
Plus 5 spell points is actually not terrible, but I think I'd rather have the AC than the spell points.
It's disarmed. Do we really need another weak item? It's disarmed. Do we really need another weak item? Do we really need another weak item?
And do we actually
No
have...
room.
Yes, we are done with dwarven daggers now. Oop. And... Okay, so we can get Disarm Trap Expert. We already have that. We can get the Dinger Expert. We can get Rogue. So we need to steal something from Lord Markham, which is appropriate because Lord Markham is kind of a bastard. And... You can tell he's a bastard because he gave us free things, and people who give you free things that you don't necessarily, that aren't like 100% always great all the time, that don't have any downsides whatsoever, are bastards because they are. I'm actually not. The game tries to sort of turn Lord Markham into a villain by being like by basically acting like he's a bad guy for giving you free property that has responsibilities and downsides attached to it, but it's like he turned you like instantaneously into members of the nobility
No problem.
in a medieval society, which is, I mean, that's really, really good. Like, that's a great deal for you. That's not what I want. How the hell do I get this one over there? That's weird. So, as far as I can tell, none of these affect that one over there. Huh. Oh, it doesn't matter. So, we're going to pop on out of here. And we will go to... I don't know, one of the main... And in case anyone's curious why I'm doing that, I'm bypassing a trap. So I just, you know, there's a lot of traps in this game that you just start bypassing automatically once you have played the game enough times, and that's one of them, where you just bypass the center of that. It's a poison spray trap that is very unpleasant. And good, it looks like we can come up here. Unfortunately, Ash, just for clarification, the bed power was not in fact enough to make it through the day, which is why we're in Arathia now and not in the Bracada Desert. I couldn't get enough enemies behind those beds to actually be able to take out the swarms and swarms of summoned exploding light elementals that place had at its disposal. And I didn't have any mana regen, so I failed. I actually failed twice in a row because I also didn't complete Deja either. I tried to go to Deja first and had forgotten about a dungeon that's there, and then I literally did the exact same thing with the Bracada Desert, where I'm just like, oh, you know, there's no dungeon here, right? It's like, well, technically the Wizard Academy is a dungeon. So, oops. Okay, so what am I doing? I want to pick up the alchemy skill. So, can I pick it up here? I don't think so. I think I need to go to an actual alchemist.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. How are you doing? I pick up identify monster with everyone. That's not identify monster, but okay. And let's see. Yeah. The two of them can both get only expert, which isn't that interesting. It doesn't say on there that it is harder to... What was the year for this game? That's a good question. I do not remember when this game came out. I like how these guys are the guards. Okay, what am I doing? Do I have anything else that I need to do here before I start just sending me to the Maw of Madness? Don't think so. Okay, so
It doesn't look too bad in here.
this is going to be the hardest thing that we've done so far. We've got a champion of the sword here. That is a big problem. Well, it's not that big a problem. I think we can use this staircase to our advantage. I think we can use the staircase and basically be fine. No guarantees. So these guards are significant, but wait, what? Why haven't they gone hostile? Okay, the game bugged out in a way that I don't like because I want them to have aggroed, so that I don't have to walk into them like that. Okay, so you have no regen active. Let's fix that. Okay, so first things first, we need to clear out this room. Oh god, champion of sword. Don't like it. Go away. Alright, so yeah, this place is going to be way, way easier than dealing with the, Oh, wow, yeah. This is going to be so much easier than dealing with that place. But yeah, these champions of the sword would be able to one-shot me.
Nothing like it.
They'd one-shot her. They'd two-shot everyone else. That's how crazy these champions of the sword are. They just hit so hard. Alright, so this place, we'll be able to use...
Was that supposed to hurt?
Okay, so this is an initiate of the sword.
What a scratch.
And it can give you an idea as it hits him for half his max life of just how overpowered these things are. Boom. Now, I'm going to try to do a melee kiting strategy for the majority of this place. But the Masters of the Sword, the Champions of the Sword, those people, no. Just no. That's not feasible. Those guys, I cannot beat that way. I have to
Do we really need another weak
get them
item?
behind objects and things like that. I'll have to use strategies to take them out. Okay, so is somebody gonna come? Okay, so this is just an initiate. I should be able to just do a melee kite.
What a scratch. You'll have to do better than that.
Okay, so he's running away, and I need to cast regen on everybody. Actually, I only need to cast it on 2 people. I don't need to cast it on everybody. I have not. I've thought about it. I've wanted to play it, but I have not actually gotten around to playing it yet. That one's one of the roguelikes, right? Oh god. Oh god. No. Who are you?
No problem.
Okay, we're fine. We're not fine.
Ow.
Oh god. Are there 2 swordsmen out there? Because I think there are. Yep. Luckily, they're both initiates.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Oh god.
Help!
My life is pain. Everything about this is painful.
We don't need them anyway.
We don't need them anyway. Everything's fine.
Kind of how?
Nothing is fine. Oh god. Oh god. I forgot. I forgot where I had just saved. Ha ha ha! Bow before the power of table! Oh man, furniture in this game is so overpowered. Oh, I love furniture. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't actually didn't have enough space there to actually do a melee kite for them. Okay, those long swords that we just found might actually be useful, so let's take a look.
I don't know.
There's no more room. Do you think we could really use this?
That is a +9. +9 is better than
There's no more room. Do we really need another weak item?
+6. This gives a pretty massive increase to hit chance, but it comes close to doubling. No pause. I'll definitely take a look at it. I've heard things about FTL, but I haven't I haven't actually looked up the game and tried to play it. But that definitely sounds like something that I should try out, because I actually really liked Rogue Legacy. I like, the idea of those kinds of
Do
games.
we really need another weak item?
Oh.
No, there's no space.
We are now gods. So, that regenerates spell points over time. We have found the equivalent of
It's
our
disarmed.
MVP hat from that previous thingamabobber. So basically, that will allow my spellcaster to regenerate her mana, which means that she can recast regeneration as many times as I want.
Do we really need
As
another weak
long
item?
as the duration is longer than the time that it takes for her to regenerate the mana
Listen, I
back
don't
that she
know.
used to cast it, she can just use an unlimited number of regeneration spells.
It's disarmed.
So,
I can't identify that.
really crazy good, and it
Do
completely
you think we could really
changes the
use
nature
this?
of the game. If I had that item, I would have actually
Do we
been able
really
to take on the Bracada Desert. The area there would have been doable with that item. It wouldn't have been easy. It would have been really frustrating and annoying, especially because they have Dispel. But technically, it would have been possible. And technically possible is the name of the game. So the other thing is, that means that I don't have to worry as much. I can do so. Oh shit. Whoops. So we have to get +2 speed. We need to do 2 purple barrels, one for each of these two, to match them up. It's not that big a deal. There's not, I don't think, even an effect right now, but okay. So those guys are all downstairs. So we're gonna go over here. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Everything is wrong. Okay. Let's. Can I? Nope.
That one
That's not
hurt.
gonna work. Poop. I'm like, can I just do a melee kite? Can I just man mode this? It's like, well, no. In a word, no.
Help!
Like, look at that damage. Oh, it's so glorious. Because they already hit reasonably hard, and then they cast Heroism on themselves, which increases their damage even more. I think the Heroism spell is an additional 14 damage for them. I think they cast it at rank 9 or something. But yeah. Do that.
I don't know what
There's
that
no
is.
room. Do you think we could really use this?
I'm hoping to find a graceful sword that actually has an enchantment on it, because that would be badass, but no such luck so far. Ah, see that massive interrupt. But yeah, they move really fast too, which makes them that much harder. So yeah, the champions of the sword are some of the like scariest enemies in the game. The mixture of really solid damage on a melee character that moves that fast. Like, look how fast that thing's moving. Ah! Hi, friend. Run away! Run away! Yeah, definitely. So how does gifting subs work? You like gift someone a sub to a specific channel, is it? Or do you gift them a sub that they can then use on anything? I don't actually know how that mechanic works.
Sorry, no idea.
There's
Wow,
no
we got 2
room.
of them here.
Do you think we could really use this?
No room.
Celeste.
I don't know.
There's no more room. Do we really need another weak
Sorry.
item?
No room. Sorry, can't help.
Sorry, when I hear Celeste, I don't think of Celestial. I just think of Celeste from Final Fantasy VI. Well, thanks, Ash. Ah! I don't know why I'm screaming. These are just archers. Alright.
Killed it.
But yeah, so my idea for and like let's
What a scratch.
chop
What a
chop
scratch.
chop. What's the word? My idea for my emote, and I'm just gonna throw it by you guys because I have never used emotes and things of that nature very much. Is basically a
Do we really need another weak item?
a guy, I guess basically like a chibi version of me, like some small version of me, with like his hands tied behind his back, with like 1 foot on the desk on the keyboard or something, playing a video game, because I think that is a reasonably good approximation for what an arc mode is. I had originally intended for something substantially more gruesome, which was like with like arms in a sling, like broken limbs and things like that. And Kaz suggested that maybe I try to do something slightly less disturbing. And so anyway, so her idea is also substantially easier to do mechanically, which is also a good thing. So let's see. I got technically I increased people's intellect. I increased his intellect. So I should technically increase theirs as well, even though it doesn't actually have any mechanical impact.
What a piece of junk.
What a piece of junk. Even I can identify it.
Got it. Do you think we could really use this?
Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Let me poke it. Poke it. What? But yeah, so anyway, that's my idea for an emote. I think it represents the channel well, but the problem that I have is that I don't know like how people really use those kinds of emotes, so I don't know if it's that useful, right? Like, I don't know if people would actually have a reason to use that emote, because it doesn't. I don't know that it necessarily conveys an emotion or communicate any idea other than I don't know, like. Clearly, things aren't hard enough.
you think we could really use this?
I just
Do we
don't know.
really need another weak item?
Oh, so is that what the star means? See, you've got all these things over there, but I can't actually hover over the thing to see what they actually mean. Because if I tab out of the game, then it will destroy the thingamabobber.
Do you think we could really use this?
And running back. Open the door and murder the fighters? Question mark.
Now.
But wow, this thing is really.
Oh,
Do we really need another weak item? Do we really need another weak item? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's disarmed. Do you think we could really... Do we really need another weak
Ooh.
item?
So this chainmail is actually pretty
There's
good.
no more
already-
room.
No room.
It's one extra AC over what he's using. But it can also be enchanted later, whereas the other thing was already enchanted. Okay, so
Bring on a bigger challenge.
Do we really need
that's
another weak
done,
item?
and
Do we really need another weak item?
I would like to know what it is. Okay.
Got it. Do we really need another weak item? Do we really need another...
In that case, no. But I'm taking it anyway, apparently, because I accidentally clicked on it. But at some point, I'll be able to have more than one emote.
But a square.
But that'll... I think I can only have more than one emote after I hit
That was too easy.
the whatchamacallit.
Do we really need another weak item?
It's affiliate followed up partner. I think I have to get partner status for that, and I'm going to have to get substantially larger before I can get partner status. I'll need to increase the size of my channel by a factor of 10 for that. Oh, actually, that's perfect. Wait, what? Where is it? Why did my accuracy just god damn it? Clicked on the wrong thing. That's fine. Somebody's weapon is working? Let's fix that.
It's fixed.
no room.
And eventually, I'm gonna be... Whoopsies. I don't know why I did that, but sure, let's do
It's
that.
disarmed.
Let's increase the
Do you think we could
personality
really
of
use
our
this?
random mealies. And I think we can sell it. And we're set. So yeah, but eventually, like as my channel just grows in size, I'll actually be able to have just like dozens of these emote things. So, okay, here's the problem. I'm concerned that I'm not going to be able to fight one side without the other side attacking. So, which side is the weak side? The answer is probably both sides are going to kick the crap out of you. Okay, so I'm actually able to shuttle. Can I beat up an initiative with the sword on my own?
Is that supposed to hurt?
Can I beat him up? I might be able to.
But a scrap.
I can do it. I can do it, guys. I did it. I did it. We actually beat up an initiative with the sword. All it took was having full HP and getting really, really lucky. Okay. So my goal here is basically to get these guys to all go onto one side. Yeah, it's a great victory fighting the weakest version. Just one of them. Okay. Conveniently, speaking of weak, pathetic fools, there is only one over there right now. Oh, I can... Let's recast heroism. And actually, you know what I should do? I should cast... Oh, yeah, I should recast regen, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to cast preservation, and we have all the mana in the world, so we can actually do all of that and not just have horrible things happen to us. So we can drop down here, right on top of this guy, and if we do it
that one hurts.
Oh god. Please don't kill.
Oh, that was a blow.
Oh, now that was a blow.
Oh.
And he died because I forgot to cast Preservation. Okay. So, that thing I was talking about, that Preservation thing, let's do that. Oh shit, I can't cast Preservation on the whole party yet. I need to be higher skill. You know what, fine. Charge! Let's do it. Let's do it, Initiate. We got this.
Ah, what a scratch.
Haha! Ah!
You'll have to do
No!
better than oh.
You shouldn't have taunted them. You don't taunt them. No. Okay, so going into that corner was actually just really, really dumb. So we're just going to do this slightly more intelligently. Slightly, not a lot more.
You'll
Just
have to do
slightly.
better than that.
You can do it.
Oh.
We can't do it. Why are they just beating the... Oh, do they... They might focus knights. Do they focus knights? I'm gonna check the...
Ah, what a scratch.
That's one hit to him. There we go. No, no, shit. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. No problem. No problem. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. What makes you think that everything's not fine? Everything's fine. Okay, so we took out another initiate, and now the question is, can I get to a point where I can beat on them and they can't beat on me? Yes! And if one of them runs around to the left far enough, it'll get on the staircase, and then I can use a melee kite to bring it upstairs! Ah! You're a champion, though. Okay, so we're gonna
Help!
God damn it. No!
Help!
This is a problem. He's so close. Just die. Or better yet, get knocked low enough that you run away. Okay, well, we have to reload. It was close, though. Okay, so I was expecting one of the initiates to go over there. That's what I was hoping for, not one of the champions. It was so close. If I'd been slightly smoother leading up to it, it would have gone fine. I have a lot of special rules for this run. I have a lot of them. So... Okay, so basically, I'm not allowed to rest. So the only way that my characters will heal is by spending time training to level up. So no resting, no ranged weapons. Let's see. There's a whole list of them if you look at toward the lower end of the banger. I list all of the current. I think it's called current restrictions. I can't see it on my screen right now, so I don't know what it is called, but I think it's current restrictions.
I don't know.
Which says all of the.
There's no room.
Yeah,
Do
no.
you
So
think
no
we could really use
consumables.
this?
Yeah, no. Let's see. What else is there? There's a lot of stuff on that list. I can't. Whatchamacallit? I can't buy weapons or anything from stores except for spells, because that's pretty much the only way to get spells. I can't identify items at stores. I can't use hirelings, which prevents me from casting fly early and stuff like that. God, what else? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff on that list, and some of the stuff that's on here isn't even on the list. So we finished that, which means that we finished Arathia. Arathia is done, I believe. We done? We're done with Arathia, and we haven't actually gotten that much experience. We didn't get that much EXP here. I'm surprised. So we can try heading to the next location, which would be Tatalia. And in Tatalia, we're going to have a really, really cramped space.
Need some training?
Oh, I can actually train.
That's the ticket. That's the ticket. That's the ticket.
I was thinking that this was actually going to be closed. But, let's see. The other restrictions are stuff like, you know, I have to actually clear each, like, zone, like, world map. Like, we're currently in Arathia. I need to clear all of these on the first entry. I can't come in and then leave and stuff like that. And a variety of other random stuff. So, we're doing Disarm Trap. Do we have... Yes. We are getting Disarm Trap up to rank 9. We can get Disarm Trap Mastery. Why didn't we get Disarm Trap Mastery? We did, and then we lost it. Now I remember. We lost the Disarm Trap Mastery because of the, Thingamabobber. Did I? I lost Disarm Trap Mastery because of the... Oh, god. Now I have to actually go to all these wells again. I shouldn't have trained and leveled up. Now I have to go to all these wells again. What else do I need? We'll go ahead and get Arms Master up to 4 for him. And we are going to keep pumping unarmed until it's at least 10. And oops. Well, sure would be nice if I had those. Actually, those extra 2 wouldn't change anything. Big deal. Let's see here. 2 more wouldn't have given me enough. I need 3 more to do what I was looking to do there. So we're gonna go grab the Day of the Gods pedestal as well, and then we're pretty much done. Then we should be fine. Now, I could, if I wanted, go kill these Royal Griffins. I think I might be able to... See, I could aggro them by aggroing, like, every enemy in this area. Or, sorry, every ally in this area. But it doesn't make any canonical sense, and it doesn't really meaningfully increase the... I don't think it makes sense to do. It's just not something that I'm going to do, because I don't like the way that it sounds. Just randomly attacking people on the ground in order to aggro the griffins that I need to kill for a quest later on doesn't make any sense. I'll just fly up and kill them later. Let's see here. So, meanwhile...
No problem.
These griffins are actually hostile, so we can go ahead and just wipe them out. And we are going to cast... Sleep well, Celestial. I will be here every weekday, so there will be plenty of time for chilling. Well, I mean, it depends on where you live, actually. I'm not necessarily here every weekday, because I'm not actually here on Fridays, usually. If you are in the Western Hemisphere. But that's beside the point. Boop. And down we go, keeping it real. So the basic goal here is we're just aggroing all these and murdering them, hopefully.
Yes!
I don't know if there's any royal griffins in here, so I have to be a little careful.
Oh,
I don't think there are, though. I think all the royal griffins are in that other place. Okay, so there's another griffin coming. Did I see one on the top? Nope, just this one. No, there's another one somewhere. So we got some ore lumps. What's interesting is that I used to think that you had to fly to get in here. I didn't realize that there was an actual entryway. You could just walk. Until I did one of these runs, actually. It was one of these, like, you know, must kill everything on the first entry runs. Where I actually found the entrance to that area.
Do we really need another weak item?
Oh god. Kill it! Kill it with fire!
Ow!
Never mind, we don't have fire. Kill it with punching.
Is that supposed to hurt?
Alright. Save the game, and...
Got it. Do we really need another weak item?
And...
There's no room.
Okay, so save the game, and move on. Move on. You regenerating? Yes, you are. Good boy.
Who's a good boy?
I guess I should probably get Wizard Eye active so that I don't accidentally aggro something and then put it out of position and then not realize that it's there and kill it. Alright, let's go over here. And it is a normal griffin.
Ow.
Killed it.
Get some more ore and continue on.
That kind of hurt a little.
And where are you? Where are you? Come to me. Yes. Your blood is delicious. But not quite as delicious as the blood of a troll. Troll's blood is used for making healing potions, you know. And we are done. So we don't need to do anything else in here, I don't think. I think we can just walk out. And that means that we are done with Arathia. Arathia is finito. So what do we do now? We can save the game, I guess, and then we can move on to... And boop. We're not making any weapons, because, again, I think it's cheesy. We're not making armor. We will make some items, because they're usually trash anyway, so... And if I find something that's actually useful, then...
Sorry, no
There's
idea.
no
be
room.
surprising,
Do we
but
really need another weak
amusing.
item?
And let's
I
see.
don't know.
There's no more room. Do we really need another weak item?
But it allows me to actually get the ore out of my inventory, basically, which is what I'm really
I don't
looking
know.
for. Let's see here. There. Okay, so we have now finished Erathia, and we can move on to the next area. Question mark? Yes, I think. So I think we are done here and don't need to be here anymore. But before we move on to a new area, we are actually going to go back to an old area. So I'm going to try heading over to Harmondale because I need to get mastery
Traveling
for...
today?
And there we go. We can actually get there. We're going to go to Harmondale
Traveling today?
first.
The coach leaves right away.
And that will allow us to get mastery for disarm. And that I was very surprised when I couldn't open up that chest in the Mages Guild, the Sorcerers Guild, or whatever that is called. I was like, that's weird, because I can kind of understand that other place because it's super end game, but that place I was very surprised by, and it turns out that I had gotten Master Disarm earlier, but then I had actually reloaded to prior to having done it. So we can save this. We can also save standing around in here. Erathia Done is usually supposed to be saved in Erathia, not in Harmondale, but whatever. And let's see, what else do we need to do? I want to check back at the Tularian Forest to see... Oh, actually, there's a quest
Do you
there,
need
isn't there?
medical attention? Take care.
Let's see. Do I have a bounty? No. And you have alchemy now. We have enough EXP to level on some people, which is interesting. We have the ability to pick up Master Sword. And I think I should do that. We're going to do Master Sword next, which means that we're probably going to go to Deja soon. But we're not going to Deja quite yet because we have to do some other stuff first. So we have all these graceful swords. We might as well sell most of them.
Weapon?
Not quite all of them. We'll keep one of them around. And by one, I should have said two, now that I think about it, because I should have kept one for her.
Listen, I don't know.
And we can
Sorry,
sell
no room.
some of this
No room.
nonsense.
I don't know.
Okay. Boop.
See anything you want? Thanks.
And boop, 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 boop. Oh, this is...
Sorry, there's no room for this.
No room.
The AC bonus is good. And I guess I can keep that in his inventory. We do not need the belt because we have a ring that does the same thing. Excuse me. And
Listen, I don't know. I can't
we are
identify
going to
that.
actually
Do we
clear our
really need another
inventory,
weak item?
which is going to be very confusing for some of my viewers. It's like, Arctole keeping a clean inventory? Is he been
See
possessed?
anything you want?
What is this? What is this blasphemy?
Thanks a lot.
But yeah, normally I want to get like the absolute maximum amount of money out of all this stuff. But honestly, it doesn't work out great for you to do it that way, I don't think. You're better off just selling most of this stuff and calling it a day. So let's see, do we have any armor in our inventory? Technically, yes, but nothing that we need to sell. Let's...
Need a new weapon? Thanks.
Because we can go to the magician's place over here to
Can I help you with anything?
sell all this stuff. There we go.
Thanks.
So we've got almost 100 grand now. Let's take a look here. Can we go to
Traveling
Teleria?
today?
We cannot. We can only get to Arathia. So we're just going to have to pop to the north manually. But she now has 9 disarm trap at master level with a +4 bonus. If I cannot open these locked chests in the dungeon that we're going to right now, I'm gonna just be so depressed because it's like, why does the game not want me to have access to this? It's so sad. But we'll find out. We're heading over there. After that, we can head to... I guess we can head to Deja again if we want. I feel like Deja is generally a good choice. No, I don't want to go to Deja. I want to go to Tatalia first. Tatalia is a big deal. Like, there's a lot of good stuff that happens in Tatalia. And so we're going to go to Tatalia. We're going to kill our first... We're going to kill our second dragon, because we already killed a dragon in this starting island at level 5, because we're badasses like that. But... You know, I actually should have made a clip of that. Well, it actually is entirely feasible for the locks to be 100 years ahead of their time, or 1,000 or 10,000, because of the specifics of the setting. Because Might and Magic is an interesting setting in that it looks like it's a fantasy setting, but it's actually a sci-fi setting. So like this world is like a colony of some ancient civilization that like fell apart because of like getting blown up by alien devil monster things. So like, okay, let's do this. We have 39 skill.
Got it.
Yes!
Do we really need another
Yes! Oh yes, I'm so
item? Do you
happy.
think we could really use this?
Okay, so this is going to be great.
It's disarmed.
So we can finally disarm these traps.
Do you think we could really use this?
There was actually something in here, so you know, you talk a lot of crap for someone who has such crappy equipment, my friend.
It's disarmed.
Oh,
Do you
yes.
think we could really use this? Listen, I don't know.
Look, do you
Do
actually
you think
like
we could really use this? Listen, I don't
anything
know.
that you can identify?
Do we really need another weak item? Do you think we could? Do we really
Anything
need
at all?
another weak item?
Because
I can't identify that.
What?
I can't identify that.
let's see.
Do we really need another weak item?
Oh my God, there's
Do
so
you
much
think we
stuff
could
in
really
this
use this?
Are you looking at the same item?
Do we really need another weak item?
You know, I feel like the two of us might have slightly different ideas of what constitutes
Sorry,
a weak
no
item.
room.
We're not very high level. I do not understand why she thinks that
Got
everything
it.
is weak.
Do you think we could really use
Yes.
There's no space.
I think that it's makes what you're wearing look like complete shit, so I'm gonna put it on you.
this? Do you think we could really use
And then
this?
you're gonna talk
Do we really
crap.
need another weak item?
Forever pure garbage. Everything in here is terrible, except for the fact that everything in here is amazing. Okay, so this gives +1 to all stats. There we go. So that's one more chest to help with.
It's disarmed.
Oh,
Listen, I don't know. There's
we got
no
a,
more
a
room.
axe relic.
Oh yeah.
Wearer resistant to
Do
disease.
we really need another weak item?
You know what? I like wearer resistant to diseases. Also, I forgot to give the plate armor skill to my knight while I was in that area.
Do you think we
but
could
oh
really
well.
use this? Do you think we could really
let's
use
see.
this?
Actually,
There's no space.
you know, I don't think we can use it because our spellcaster literally does not have the skill level necessary
I
to
don't
learn
know.
that spell. So no, I
Do
don't
we
think we
really
can
need another
use
weak
it
item?
because we're too much of noobs to use it. Ugh. This woman. Okay, so where? How do we look for it? So we have regenerate HP over time. We're going to just plop that on somebody. I guess we'll plop it on him because he doesn't have anything right now. And
Can't- I don't
so
know what that
we've got
is.
a relic now, which is pretty
There's
badass.
no room.
No room.
So we're going to plop that. I don't think he needs this. Oh, there's another whole thing over here. Oh, ho ho! This place is such a
It's
treasure
bizarre.
trove. I had
Do we
no
really
idea.
need another weak item?
Plus 17
Listen,
armor
I don't
class.
know.
You know.
Do we really need another weak item?
Wait, that's
Do we really need another weak item?
ID item skill plus 8. I think we do need that, in fact, because I think that will allow us to identify pretty much everything.
Oh yeah.
So, plus 15 luck and regenerate spell
can't
points.
identify
Oh,
that.
she can't identify this still.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah.
we're just trading up with the identify item
Do
skill
we really
items.
need another
It's
weak
great.
item?
Okay, so here's the question. Do we actually need higher identify item skill than we have, or can we legit just
There's no
identify
more
the-
room. I can't identify
Okay, we
that.
can't
no
identify the
space.
relic, but our ID item skill is pretty high now. And let's see, anything else that we have yet? Okay, so we have the knight's boots here, which we can plop on her. We have this elegant cloak, which conveniently does more than +1 dodge skill. We have plus 17 AC on a hat, which would be nice if it was armor of some sort, but it's not. So it's just 17 AC. Trash. Okay, so we can save this. And
It's disarmed.
oh,
Do you think we could really use this? Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
Do we really need another weak item? Do you think we could really use this? Do you think we could really use this?
That steel club is way better than it looks because of the
Got it.
death bug as well. Okay, this
Do we
is
really
really
need
funny
another
actually.
weak
These
item?
are legitimately terrible items.
Do we really need another weak item?
Okay, well. That time you actually had a legitimate point. Everything in there was trash. Okay. So we're going to continue on. Not like to some other area, but to more stuff in this area because we have more chests to find. Are there any other inside here? Oh, I didn't actually take these barrels. I'm a dope. I just didn't bother going down there because I'm like, oh, I've killed all the monsters. I don't need to go look at all the chests that I can't open, but that wasn't a chest, that was something else entirely. So, I don't think there's any chests in here. So, we only have a couple more chests in this dungeon, I think. We are unfortunately, and by a couple, I mean 6. There's 6 more chests
Got
in this
it.
dungeon.
Do
Oh,
we
it's
really
so good.
need another weak item?
I love this dungeon so much.
Do you think we could really use this?
And the answer is I don't think we can use anything in here, actually. I think it's all trash. And
No room.
boop. Do we need plug back in sulfur a decent amount? For some, I thought I saw vampiric. I'm like, wait, what's vampiric? And then it's like, oh no, it's cloak of magic. That's not
Got it.
remotely vampiric.
Do you think we could really use this? Do we really need another weak item?
Oh, we're resistant to poison. I kind of like that. Let's see here. We can just slap this on him.
It's disarmed. Do you think we could really use this?
Double damage versus undead.
Do we really need another weak item? Do you think we could really use this?
Guess we're just gonna toss these things around. Boop. And we're done. Okay, so we have 2. Whoa, Jesus! Okay. We're gonna have to reload a little. There's no enemies left, but there's certainly traps.
Got it.
Okay.
Do we really need another weak
No
item?
room.
Give me a heart attack.
I can't identify that.
Do we really need another weak item?
Okay.
I
let's
can't
Do you
wait.
think we
Where
could really
is-
use this? Do we really need another weak item? Do you think we could really use this? Do we really need another weak item?
Insolent fool!
Got it. Do we really need another weak...
Silence your shit talking!
Do you think we could really use this?
No, I don't think we can use it! I'm just checking to see if we can use it.
It's disarmed.
I don't know whether we can use it until you've identified it.
Do you think we could really use this? Do you think we could really use this?
Yeah, all this stuff is trash. Okay, so, whoa, Jesus. There's
Do you
so
think we
more.
could really use this?
I wasn't actually expecting there to be more in there. Let's see. I think that plate armor is actually pretty wide, so I want to make sure that I don't miss out on any plate opportunities. Okay, we're fine. So, I think we are done here. We have finished this dungeon. We've actually looted it properly, which is great. And we're doing pretty good for ourselves now. We're in pretty decent shape. We can... We still haven't found any decent weapons for most of our characters, which I suppose is a problem. And we haven't found any decent unarmed gear, actually, either, which is too bad. Because I was kind of hoping to find something that would give plus unarmed skill. Because plus 1 to unarmed skill is basically nothing. But I was hoping for a little bit more than that. But yeah, we haven't really increased the power of our daggers or anything like that. But we do have disease resistance plate, which is something. It's something. Let's see. So sword is already expert. We've got arms master waiting to become expert. So we need to head back to Erathia now so that we can go to Tatalia. So in Tatalia, we have the ability to pick up other shiny objects. So that'll be good. What else do we have? We have, unfortunately, picked up a relic axe.
Sorry, no idea.
Just kind of boring.
I don't know.
A little bit boring. But...
I don't know.
What do you say? I don't know, too. Just this. Okay. Let's see. So we're actually progressing pretty fast. So where can we go from here?
Need a
We
ride.
can go straight to Harmondale, which is where we want to go. So let's do that.
Need a ride. We're off.
We're off.
Actually, should I have... Yes. I'm going to actually reload this because I forgot to do one quick thing. I need to pop over to the west side of this place and pick up Expert Fire Skill. Identify item, Grand Mastery. So, oh, we're going to the south side, not the west side. You know, same difference. Hey, shiny little food. So, Fire Person is in the left one, right? And I know where Ashen Temper is. So we've got everything sitting on Expert now, except Mind Magic, which I haven't actually picked up as a skill yet, for some reason. So I guess I should probably get that up to Expert at some point. For now, though, we're going to head over to the stable. We'll get that done. Head over to Harmondale. Do we have... We have a ton of stuff to sell, actually, yeah. Unfortunately, we also haven't found any elemental weapons. Now that I think about it. So, that's too bad. Which means that oozes are not going to be any easier yet. But that's okay. So we're going to go to Tatalia. In Tatalia, we have a few different locations that are important to us. The first is that it allows us to access Evanmorn Island. Evanmorn Island isn't... Evanmorn Island is actually super important for me right now because it allows me to get to Mastery for Unarmed. So this will double the bonus on this and make him really scary. So that's good. So we'll want to do that. Also, can I now pop over to...
Traveling today?
Yes! Haha! So we can now get to Erathia
Traveling
straight.
today?
So we might as well do that, I suppose. Do we have anything else that we want to do here? Yes, we want to sell a few of these weapons because we don't need them all. Some of them we need, but we don't need everything.
Need a new weapon?
So we'll sell... I don't think we're going to use this poleaxe. I mean, it's a dragon slaying poleaxe. I guess I'm literally going to go fight a dragon right now. I should probably hold on to it and see whether it's useful. We got a Morning Star, which we don't need. Yawn. I suppose I could give you 10,000 gold for it. Boring.
Yep.
Who needs crap like that? And let's see here. We can
Traveling today?
pop over to Erathia. From Erathia, we can head over to Tatalia. And into
Traveling today?
Oh, good. We can even get there by
The coach leaves right away.
coach, which means that we get there in less time and without making ourselves weak in the process. How cool is that? Okay, we can pick up our horseshoes. And in Tatalia here, we have a few different dungeons that are a little scary, but nothing too major. Especially now that I have unlimited mana. So we have another heroism pedestal here, which, sure, why not? Lasts for 6 hours. I'll take the free heroism. And we can go over here, check out all these skills.
Can I help you?
This is not a skill. Spirit Magic Expert, and Mind Magic Grandmaster, and Stone Skin. That's nice, considering that I never actually picked up that spell. Air Magic Expert, Spear Expert, Drinking Expert. Okay, we're gonna pop in here. We're going to play some Arco Mage. Or not. Well, I'm glad that I saved. So, we're going to tab out. Oh, I guess I can't really tab out, can I? Let's see, can I? Yes. One of the odd things about having two monitors is that... okay, that's weird. It doesn't happen often. Feels crash. Indeed. Yeah, okay, well, I guess I'm just going to have to... Actually, you know what? We're going to... Give me a second. We're going to, before I start going into Task Manager and stuff like that, I'm going to just give you guys a black screen. And where's my Task Manager? Okay, that is interesting. I wonder if this is a consequence of... So I've never run into this crash since I started using a dual monitor setup. And my Task Manager isn't... You guys can see the paint screen. That's interesting. Yep, this is a problem. This right here is a problem. Can I... Nope. I think I'm gonna have to... I think I might have to restart the stream. Because I can't access my Task Manager right now. These old games have really bizarre interactions with new operating systems. So yeah, I'm gonna have to actually end the stream because I need to shut down the computer. It's the only way that I can get rid of this. Because this is my primary monitor, and the primary monitor is locked up. I can do whatever I want on my alternate monitor, but the problem is that I can't get the Task Manager window to go to this side, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, because Task Manager is opening fine, but it's not opening correctly because of the fact that this thing... Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm just going to restart this stream. I'll be right back, folks. Sorry about this. Just a minute.